All right. Good evening. This is Dark Knight. I'll be your caster, joined along with Hoku for this Division C matchup, Week 4 of NGS between Bunker Fun Time and FC Hong Kong. We already have the the lobby set up, and looks both teams. I'm thinking volleyball, and so. So we're going to Battlefield of Eternity. So real quickly, just to get a look at, I think it looks like everybody's here, right? Right. So we can talk about the bands and such in a little bit. Looks like we're all ready. So. First pick was won by Bunker Fun Time. They were the home team. They opted to ban out Towers of Doom and Alterac Pass. FC Hong Kong banned out Braxis Holdout as well as Dragon Shire. And so no Braxis Holdout, unfortunate, right?
Well, it doesn't really surprise me. Bunker Fun Time is known for drafting offlaners that love to brawl. So getting rid of the brawly maps like Braxis and Dragonshire, to me, makes a lot of sense, because that doesn't necessarily make it harder for Bunker Fun Time, but it does take them away from something they do very, very well.
Which is macro, right? on Braxis. And so we are going to go right away into the... There you go. My audio was not working. Into the draft for game number 1. Right away, we do see a Stukov and a Vala band. Not surprising.
Yeah, Vala is pretty much the standard. We don't want you to have that ban if you don't have first pick. Not surprised to see a Stukov ban. Felix the Cat is very good on that arrow. She does play a lot of different healers, but Stukov is incredibly annoying when you're trying to, kill people.
Or if you're just trying to press or play the game, right? Because you can't do anything.
Well, I don't know. I play Artanis. He can still do plenty with silenced.
I mean, the bar is kind of low with Artanis, though, as far as getting things done, though, right?
Ouch! All right, do we see an Artanis pick now? Speaking of which, this is probably his best map.
Yeah, arguably, right?
What do you mean, arguably? It is his best map.
Arguably.
And speaking of volleyball, we have a volleyball leading.
Uh-oh, is that Banskin alert? Banskin alert. I'll say I understand why some of those are, but it's like whatever.
Oh, is that a Banskin? I don't.
I'm pretty sure it is. Shh.
I just pay attention to the material skins. Oh, and a Hanzo. Fair enough. Hanzo is incredibly powerful on this map. So far, we do see standard racers getting picked on both sides. Zolchin, another one. Hey, let's go.
I felt like
this is a fantastic game.
I felt like you summoned that.
I mean, no.
It's almost like Bunker Fun Time felt like they had to.
Yeah, it's not like Bunker Fun Time doesn't have two players who play Artanis whenever possible to begin with.
That is followed up with an Ario ban. And again, Ario quite a bit contested when it comes to picking or being banned ever since that buff. Now 4 months ago or so.
Yeah, not only is she buffed, so she's not as reliant on a battery, but she's fantastic on this map where she doesn't have to back for mana. Ever.
And followed with an Anduin ban.
Glory.
And we
Ooh,
do...
I like the ball.
That skin just throws me off so much still.
It is a little jarring in context, but
Yeah.
I like the pick. He's really good on this map, either in the 4-man or in the offlane. He's I think he's one of the bruisers you don't really think about, and then suddenly he dominates the game.
Very much. I still consider Thrall like a melee DPS, even though because of the new reworked, it's kind of like a bruiser. But it's like I still feel like Thrall's a melee DPS.
He's a melee DPS, but he has a lot of self-sustain, which is something you do want in an offlaner.
Yeah.
So, we have a Karazim. Very interesting.
Karazim anime being picked up by Bunker. I think they changed it. Yeah, it's Funker Buntime. That was the last. That's the unofficial name. Funker. I was saying it last time, so I kind of stuck around. It's Funker Buntime.
Are these like cinnamon buns or?
We'll leave that up to your own discretion.
What else do we get here? We get a Sylvanas. Another hero you don't think about a lot, but it's just really, really strong in the hands of a good player.
But with that, which draft do you like? I already know. It's like, why did I even ask?
Yeah, no, but seriously, I like the draft that they have on the side of FC Hong Kong. I do think that their race is solid. It's not as good as I do think Funker Funtime definitely has a race advantage, but if FC Hong Kong does win the Immortal, Sylvanas just enables it so hard, it's ridiculous. They'll be able to get a lot done. Yeah.
Yeah, I think actually, whoa, this one loaded super quickly. Usually it was like 15 seconds or so. I was kind of caught off guard by how fast that went. So we'll just get right into the game. All right, I'll be introducing the blue team on the side for Bunker Funtime. We do have Zed on the Mei, Tex on the Zul'jin, Daicello on the Karazim, Grizzly on the Li Ming, and Bree on the Artanis.
And for the red team for FC Hong Kong, we have Hanzo being played by Chicken Meow, Lucio by Helix the Cat, Thrall being played by Splendid Daddy in the offlane, Sylvanas by Special Chai, and Memes on the Muradin.
With that, we do have the sprays, even though we don't keep track of that anymore. It used to be a stat. It's how many sprays and how many B steps. I know that those were tracked a few seasons ago. But
there'll be a lot of damage coming out in the first round here. The stacking people are looking to get stacks. Hanzo hasn't hit scattered arrows yet, but that will definitely come with time. The other thing I noticed about the early talents is we do have Healy Fists for the Karazim, not Punchy Fists.
That's like kind of the way to make Karazim a bit more of an actual healer. We do have a bit of a push bottom, but as you can see at the top, we did see Sylvanas go top and trying to take that tap, and oh, Thrall.
Get swapped, son.
The former war chief goes down early.
Yep. So we have a corresponding camp being taken on the side of the blue team in bot lane. Daicello being very aggressive with that Karazim, which is fun to see.
No stack Tannis. Feels bad.
I mean, if you're stack Tannising on Battlefield, you should probably rethink your life's priorities.
Your priorities are dings.
Ding, 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 ding. Ooh, big push going on bottom lane still.
Memes getting low, able to step away with about 80 health.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, but it's a Muradin. It'll come back quick.
Muradin actually going with the real talent of getting blocks.
It makes sense with a Zul'jin. Oh, speaking of Zul'jin.
No longer Zoljan, but Zol gone.
Oh. So red side is taking their camp appropriately. Murden does die. Blue team is completely ignoring their camp. Big push top lane from that brawl with those two Khazra camp goats. So Tex comes to help out, and we begin racing.
We do have both teams on their mortals a bit, but by far huge lead real quickly on the side of Bunker Fun Time.
Well, FC Hong Kong just had Sylve racing because they were clearing the camp, whereas Bunker Fun Time decided, screw camp, we kill Immortal. And now we have a big fight. Now we have a dead war chief.
Oh, I would say it wasn't really big because it was a 5v1. So.
Well, it looked like Thrall's team was going to come help him, but chose not to. They are losing a lot of that top fourth, though.
Yeah. Fortunately, still rather early in the game. And I think if that was a little bit later, that probably may have taken it. But they do secure the first Immortal.
So I just realized all we need is a Garrosh, and we would have Max War Chief going on in this particular match.
That is true.
Oh, interesting. They took the discount Sylvanas talent, so she can't turn off buildings, which will help their push quite a bit. So we do see a lot of interesting talent choices this time around.
We do Zoljan. We did see the single target from Ming. That's good.
Yep. Yeah, I like the scope block.
I also didn't go the scatter, the full scatter. I guess explosive is okay. But you typically.
I mean, explosive is the wave clear.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if you really need on this map. Oh, this is a little interesting.
Wait, the stun on the Zoljan. Sylvanas goes in, tries to follow up, but
no mana though for the Sylvanas, so Cello decides to also not have any mana.
If you don't want to play with mana, you play Hogger, you play
Sonya. So one thing I noticed is Lucio did take the boombox, which normally I don't like, but is using it to scout out that entire team, and they're not killing it, so... Oh, yeah. Goodbye, Artanis. Nice to know you.
Being a little bit extended on that, Artanis gets caught out, and... Fortunately, the objective is not quite up, and it's still rather early, but...
Yep. And I will note that blue team still hasn't taken their camp yet.
Camps are overrated. You can't stack on camps.
This is true. I will.
Although Zoljan getting a little low there. Tries to get some regen, but gets interrupted by that damage from the Sylvanas. We do have
Sylvanas.
Pretty much of a standard possession and so on. We do have, though, FC Hong Kong right away get on their Immortal this time, trying to get to see if they could get a little bit of head start. Level 10s are online for Bunker Fun Time. We do have Taz Dingo, Disintegrate, Suppression Pulse, and looks like Divine Palm. And then looks like May's still holding. 10s are almost online for FC Hong Kong.
In spite of the fact that they started late, Blue did get more race done. And now Red is deciding to go for their camp fairly late.
Yeah.
They're going to have a big problem bot lane, though. They're going to have to send someone down to deal with that.
We saw Arrow used. Maybe they thought they were going to get invaded, but we saw Dragon's Arrow from Hanzo. We have Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas. High Five, Sundering, and Playmaker from the Murden.
I mean, normally not a fan of Playmaker because I see it save people as much as kill people. But
And
I think in this
that's
case
why
it's not bad.
it's called Save Maker.
Yeah. But in this case it's not bad. As long as you don't Playmaker the May, most of the other ones it's pretty safe to Playmaker.
I think it's also good to try to confirm kills, but you know, that's probably not the best use of it.
Yeah.
We do see that. And it did get the Zolj and Pop Stalzengo kind of a little bit of overlap with the Palm, unfortunately. And no.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That was poor communication there.
Yeah. That's why I figured what they were using the Palm for, but both got overlapped at the same time, so that the Palm did time out when pretty much before actually Tazdingo did.
But the good news is they did get more than half a keep, and the death timers are short enough that Red won't be able to press the two kill advantage.
We do see Artanis taking the top siege cam.
Best hero in the game.
Potentially.
Oh, Ming. Oh, Strongbolt misses.
We do see a little bit of damage exchanged here. Both teams are trying to rotate up. We do see that engaged now. The Dolgen gets there before the rest of the team, and Tana is able to secure the kill.
Did you see that body physics there? That was unusual. I don't know if that's the normal death animation. Oh, big swap comes out onto the Hanzo, and that is a dead Shimada.
13s are now online for Bunker Fun Time, and they're going to make a push to this top keep. They should at least get the towers, maybe a little bit damage onto the keep. They engage on the soldier, but Snowda does come out, catches the thrall. With that, it looks like nope. Soldier still wants this.
Yeah, intake for stacks.
Although that's not, I guess the timers are still kind of short, but not an ideal time.
No.
If you're FC Hong Kong, you might want to press this.
And unfortunately, they still have two very good racers on the side of the blue team, so I don't think they're going to be too far behind. I mean, obviously, you don't want to lose one of your racers, but...
Oh, you got to watch out for the stuns.
It's actually very even. It helped that May was in there, stalling a bit. Okay, so Red has decided to full commit to the defense.
Thunder comes out from the thrall, trying to get in on the back line. Gets swapped.
Oh, I think Blue.
With everybody getting so low, Palm does go on the May, but doesn't look like it will be enough to actually save them in the long term. And FC Hong Kong able to mount the defense, at least for the time being. Li Mi can very much secure this. Yes, I mean, it's just...
And so she does.
Yeah, I mean, that's just...
That's just big things.
Yeah, that's just, again, probably... Oh, in the meantime, bottom got a lot of pressure, so that's... Yeah, that's going down.
Oh, it's going to go down.
Yeah.
Yep, that catapult will get it. Yep.
So, adding... Get some salt to the wound, not only do you lose the Punisher, right? You also lose one of your keeps.
Yeah, and the interesting thing is they have 9 to 5 in kills, but they have only one building left, whereas there's still all 4 up on the side of Bunker Fun Time. So let's see. Okay, we've got a flanking thrall. Nobody's checking. Mink, throw a spell in there.
Ooh.
Yeah, here it comes. He's looking for the May. Can't find the May. Goes for the Tazdingo.
The pressure will also come out to get some blinds. The Palm does land.
Stasis that time, yeah.
But Haymaker does isolate the troll.
Yep. reported for trolling.
Yeah.
May is on an island and will die next. Murden's still looking for the Ming, but Ming is CEO, wouldn't want to be you.
Yeah, I mean, a little ambitious. Can you? Could have landed there.
Yeah, but I think even if the storm bolt had landed, I'm not sure.
No, that's only if you were full Q build, Murden.
Oh,
Oh no.
Artanis, I don't like this
Yeah.
at all.
This is yeah.
Oh, they get
okay.
away with it.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of would have liked to see Red Team push for keep rather than another fort, but
I think you can make the case for both. This can help stabilize, so you only have one catapult instead of two.
this is true.
Because now, Bunker Fun Time can very much play that. We'll just kind of play it slow, let the pressure build up, and then eventually someone has to back.
Yeah. Especially since they are taking top camp now. Red is going to go start their hard camp. Yes. And they're going to take bot camp as well. So both lanes will be facing. I guess the shaman camp does beat the Khazra camp. So only one lane will be showing any pressure.
We do have both teams with 16s online, so this is, you know, if you're Hong Kong, you want to make the most of it while you're in even challenge. The silence does come out. Very good. Follow with the Sundering.
Oh, Dicello is going to not get palm value. Chai goes down. So far, it's a 1-for-1.
Tazigo popped and able to chunk out two members.
An angry troll.
And the resets do come through, and we have a 3-for-1 exchange there. And with that, already those catapults mounting up along with that camp at the bottom. Lucio and Murden.
It's going to be a full shield immortal.
Yeah, that's. And this is a situation where potentially, if you're FC Hong Kong, you may just want to just try to fight them ahead of it, because that's not going to be an easy defense.
I don't know if you can fight them ahead of it with 3 members down.
Yeah,
though.
I mean,
just a Murden and a Lucio.
Which is true. I mean, you would want to, but obviously,
they'll be up in time for the defense, so they can defend this because they are winning the team fights. They are getting more kills every time.
They have to do the team fight while defending the immortal, which is the challenge. But it looks like they're they don't have quite Karazim, so Bunker's not pushing too hard. But the immortal is now at the cape and
deleted.
Unfortunate. That was a silence, right? Did they go through? Yes.
Yeah.
It's a very good silence, but the immortal is doing damage to the core, so you're gonna have to kill people real quickly and defend. And it looks like, yeah, they will be able to do it. It will do quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, it won't finish the core though.
Unless Mean can wrap around. Nah.
No, 40% is too much.
Yeah. See, a Q build Murden maybe could have gone in there and, you know, finished it. But obviously the opposite team.
Ming, leave, Ming, go away. Good go.
Now you gotta get that.
Artanis, no. Artanis, no. Bad boy. Good boy.
That level 20 is online, and they're gonna get a push with this, and they should be able to maybe get most of this, maybe part of the keep, depending on what they do.
It's hard to say because Sylvanas used her trait on the wall, not on the building. So they will have to be careful fighting under that building, especially with an angry arcane mage or whatever she is.
You know when you try to taunt and use your parry on walls.
Die is in there. Grizzly is going to die to the Sylvanas. She is scary when she's stacked.
We do have the engage by the Murder, followed by the Hanzo. We do have Punk going through with Sunrain. And again, Zul'jin had, Dazdingo was up, but did not have the ability, and that was a level 20 fight. So maybe a little bit too ambitious on the side of Bunker Funtime, trying to chase down a level 20 team, even though they maybe could have got a favorable exchange, but you have the map completely in your control. And with that, we do see FC Hong Kong moving to get that keep and potentially posture to try to end the game. We only have Cello and the Karazim. But
Silva's dead though, so they don't have their building turn off. And they do have pressure on their core with Katas, so they do have to go address that.
And they're actually really slowing down. It looked like they had so much momentum right there that they kind of slowed down. Thrall left as well to kind of clear the catapult.
Well, I mean, Silva's dead, so that was a lot of their push power. Bunker Fun Time not going for the race, surprisingly.
Level 20s, we did have Bullseye, Mixing Fire, Windrush, Bolt of the Storm, and Rewind from the Murden on the side of Bunker Fun Time. We did have the upgrade to the Snowball, upgrade to Tastingo, Tal Rash's Elements, Fist of Legend, and Orbital Bombardment. We do see the defense now being mounted up by Bunker Fun Time.
Oh, that was interesting. Karazim dashed in to do something and ate that Dragon's Arrow. So we've got like 2 different fights going on here.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one down.
Checking me out on the Hanzo survives with about 80 health and having to retreat, but
Yep.
this is already halftime. Yeah, so this is going to be at least a half shield immortal, which is
Yep.
not horrible, but when your keep is 40%. See, now is when you potentially just have to make a play to try to fight them ahead of them.
Right.
It's not favorable at all.
And they are. They're looking for it. Oh,
yeah, they are.
We're in a bad part of town.
Get stunned. They're starting to Murden. Oh, the nice swap. And
oh, big swap.
Murden was trying to do an engage, but then they kind of called it off. But Hanzo left in an island with that swap, and then with 2 members down and a half shield immortal at 20 minutes, it's going to be kind of a difficult defense. But we do see the test. No, not testing go. Oh, that's actually huge. Yeah, we saw the palm.
Now that's one time I would not have minded overlapping the Tazdingo with the palm, but I think it doesn't matter because this Immortal's on the core.
And then with that, game number 1, GG, going to Bunker Fun Time.
Absolutely. All right.
Yeah, let's get onto the summary screen in the meantime. But if we look at the kill count right away, we do see that it was 21-11 in favor. So, very much FC Hong Kong was able to get the team fights, but couldn't get the Immortals, it seemed.
Yeah, they just didn't have the race, and anytime they lost either Sylvanas or Hanzo, they were pretty much kind of done ski in terms of what they could do with the race. I would like to say, though, that Daicello's Karazim did some really good numbers there.
Yeah, we take a look at the damage meters and the healing, but not surprising we did have Li Ming and Zul'jin at the top. Thrall, the top damage on the side of FC Hong Kong.
Well, Thrall did take all of the percent damage talent, so he was chunking into both the Mei and the Otanis.
Yeah, we did see the healing. Not bad for a Karazim, right? Obviously, Lucio a little bit more, but also not horrible numbers from the Karazim. If we look at the talents, for the most part, everything was pretty standard. We did have Murden go Haymaker. I do feel like Haymaker sometimes got value, but other times did not. And I think maybe just having more health would have been useful for Murden in a few of those engages. I think
he could have stayed in longer with a little more health. The other thing that I find interesting is that Karazim did take Fists of Legends, which I don't see all that often.
Oh, I picked that 100% of the time when I play Karazim. But that's why I don't play healer.
I mean, for fun, it's fun, but I don't see it a lot in organized play, I should say. I see it a lot in Storm League and all that.
But
Um,
people play this
yeah,
game for fun.
it's weird, huh? I also don't like Artanis not taking spell shield, but there you have it. Looks like they're getting the second lobby up, so
Yeah,
let's head on.
yeah. I'm gonna switch over for map select so those who are watching can see what was banned and what wasn't in the meantime. And so we'll switch over to that. So we're going to Volskaya to update my details.
First draft is team 2, so they chose to go first pick.
Oh, okay. I
And
didn't even see.
Yep.
So it was.
Yep.
Well, BFT who got mad.
Correct.
Update that in our handy dandy. There you go. We do have Falskaya again for those of you who are joining us. We did have on the side of Bunker Fun Time, Towers of Doom, Ultrac Pass being banned out, and on the side of FC Hong Kong, banning out Braxis, Holdout, and Dragonshire. First map was picked by FC Hong Kong, Battlefield of Eternity. Now we're going to be going to Volscout Foundry. This is also an Artanis map, right?
Oh heck no! This is a point control map, and Artanis doesn't do well on point control. Yes, he could swap people off of them temporarily, but on a map like this, for your off lane, I love to see like a Blaze, a Leo, even a Hogger, although it's not his best map, he can still be an absolute pain in the tuchus on this. This is also a map where I don't hate seeing a tank as your offlaner, like an Arthas or something like that.
Agreed. Obviously, this map is one of those that can go all the way to level 20. I think usually it does go to level 20, and usually it's a 25-minute match. And so with that, yeah, you can make decisions of like, well, it's pretty much going to get guaranteed to go late. So we can maybe
see the Zebos.
Take those late game heroes.
Zed wasn't looking, didn't see her ready, so.
Oh, I said caster's ready earlier.
I know. That's what I said. Zed wasn't watching.
Oh, okay.
Anyhow, yeah. So your Gazebo, Zeratul can be very, very obnoxious on this map. Any of the late game heroes are a much safer pick here. Asmodan, although I'm not a huge fan of Asmodan's in general, this is a map where he can actually get a lot of work done because he's got his generals pushing while people fight over the point. This also can be a map where you can see some of the odder picks, like a Zagara or even a Vikings. So that's one, or an Avatar for that matter.
Yeah, we do have quite a few different choices as far as flexibility on this map. We'll see what. I think as far as bans, FC Hong Kong should just ban Artanis, right? And just.
Oh yeah, totally.
Make it very easy.
On his worst map.
Make it very easy.
Let's can him on Garden of Terror while we're at it.
I have seen Artanis being played on Sky Temple before.
Well, Sky Temple, he's not as bad because if you have your 4-man rotating a lot, he can just take camps and points and kind of ignore everything. I mean, he can even solo the boss if you go for it, but I wouldn't do that.
I like how I just turned this into a Artanis strategy guide. It's an Artanis strategy podcast.
He was just played in the last map, so we do have a false dead ban though, which is interesting. I don't know who that's targeted at on the side of Bunker Fun Time.
Yeah, I mean, Val said you always see kind of the globals being banned out in a lot of these larger maps, which is always good. And we do see the.
Yeah, I would ban out. Yeah.
The Sukov ban out again.
Yeah. And I guess wind tunnel on this map is just crazy, crazy good. But they had first pick, so I guess nobody on their team plays a Falstad. Maya. Oh, spicy. Looks like no change on the blue team's bans. You see Joe ban? Or an Anduin ban, I think was their third ban last time.
Yeah, Anduin ban.
Let's see, Maya ban, that means they're going to play Cho'Gall, right? Right?
I'm all for a Cho'Gall comp or map.
Yeah, there's the Joe ban.
Joe ban. And we did leave the Vala open, and right away AFC Hong Kong snatches it up. That's countered right away by a instant Zul'jin pick, is followed by a Murden.
Yeah.
Right.
Murden is good at Zavala.
Is Murden gonna go Q build? Right. This is what's important.
Well, there's no Immortals to race here. I guess he could use it to solo the healing camp. But...
It's a good good set of 1 in force.
Well, one nice thing about both Zul'jin and Vala on this map is if you do lose the first protector, you just basically get 3 stacks for 30 seconds or more.
Yeah. You can arguably just say that you want to lose it, and it's not horrible.
Exactly. I do like the Blaze pick. I think he's incredibly strong. He's incredibly strong on all maps, but I think this one in particular. He gets on the point. How do you get a Blaze off the point if Blaze does not want to leave?
You killed him, right?
Yeah. How? It's not so... I mean, yes, you can kill Blazes. It's just he's a little difficult to kill, especially, with just all we've seen so far is the Zul'jin. If you get a leading or something.
Yeah, when it comes to Blaze, usually it's like you have to approach, especially with Anduin and a Blaze. They have a lot of saves, so you have to try to approach those fights as kind of like 2-phase, 3-phase, where it's like we're trying to get bunker out, we're trying to get pull out, we're trying to get third pull out, second pull out.
And hey, look, bunker's back up. I remember when bunker was like a 40-second cooldown or something insane. Foil, that's a good pick.
What the stats are as far as hero picks in Division C. I know in other divisions Blaze is pretty high prio, but I don't think it's high as prio in other leagues.
Junkrat, that's nasty, nasty, nasty.
That's a good way to get a Blaze to leave the point.
Yes, it is. It's a good way to get everybody to leave the point. Yeah, Junkrat, that's a great pick on this map. Oh, they take the May.
From order
Tastar. So they do have the blinds for the Zul'jin. I'm not sure. I guess you can take the... There is a longer range on our Q, I believe. I haven't played May in a hot minute, but...
Something likely a bruiser or an offlaner in general. Is this gonna be Dehaka?
Diva. It's gonna be Diva. Calling it now.
Oh, Deathwing.
Oh, interesting. I don't know how much I like a Deathwing into a Tassadar, but Deathwing into a May is fantastic.
And a Blaze, potentially, depending if your team gets close to you or not.
Yeah, exactly. The radius of Blaze's stun is insanity.
I think these transitions have been slow, so I'm going to stick it through the loading and go straight into the lobby. Okay. Typically, I always do the transition, but it's been quick.
Huh. So, looking at these teams, what do you like here?
I mean, I like the Deathwing. I always like seeing a Deathwing. However, I mean, how do you get a Deathwing off the point? It's just like a Blaze, right?
You shoot him in the face with Tassadar.
Yeah.
And technically, you can move Deathwing incrementally with things like Force Wall. It will move him slightly.
This time we'll start with Red, if you want to introduce.
All right. For the Red Team, FC Hong Kong, we have Anduin being played by Helix the Cat. Tassadar by Chicken Meow, Beans on the May, Special Chai on the Vala, and Splendid Daddy playing the Blade.
And on the side of Bunker Fun Time, we do have Zed on the Muradin, Grizzly on the Junkrat, Bree on the Deathwing, Cello on the Oriole, and AFK Zul'jin being played by Tex. Looking at the level 1s, we do have Lightwell.
Oh. My. Okay.
I mean, that's good for point.
I suppose as we also have new habits on the part of Blaze rather than the Adrenaline Stim Pack.
I mean, there's lots of traps that are going to be there, lots of whips, stuns, another stun and slow from the Deathwing, so you can make the case for it. But that will make that the wave clear is going to suffer quite a bit as the Blaze being in the off lane.
Yeah.
We do have
also the camp.
an exchange beat on the way in the top near the heel, and the Zul'jin does go down in first blood in favor of FC Hong Kong, and then the Muradin getting very low, able to dwarf toss.
Cello.
But the Oriole report Mura no peels. We do have a 2-1 early favor for FC. So a little bit different than the previous match. I think last time it was that Bunker got the first blood. Yep.
Tassadar is getting a lot of stacks very quickly.
Yeah, we did see Tassadar do go static charge. We did have Alec go Creed. Everything else. The Blaze that go is in Raider Gauntlets, so to help a little bit with that wave clear.
Yep.
Blaze getting focused, but able to dash away.
Junkrat having his hands full with a lot of people in the top lane. And they're just going to basically get the hit beacon. Yeah, I don't think enough of the blue teams there in time.
Blaze looking for the flank, able to get a dash, 2-person stun. Zed trying to get on point, but will be going down.
Yeah, and the problem is they used their, oh, that task wall is good. The problem is they used their turret as well, whereas FC Hong Kong did not. So now there's a 2-item advantage for FC Hong Kong. And there's still a camp pushing the wall. Yeah, I really like the May pick here. She makes it very hard to go and stand anywhere.
Well, working on those stacks. And they're getting that early push, able to get that first tower, and we'll see how they play this. As we mentioned earlier, many teams opt to just like ignore that first objective and just go push elsewhere. Less so now after the buff, quote, recent buff, right, to the Triglav Protector. It used to be that you could pretty much ignore the first 2, maybe even first 3. Yeah. That's not the case anymore. You can definitely make the case to ignore the first one, though. And then May gets stunned and uses the unstoppable trait right away, but...
Oh. Okay.
Able to slide away. And it looks like FC is level 7, so...
Yeah. They're a full level ahead. Between 4 kills and the fact that they're soaking right now, whereas Bunker Funtime is hard committing to the point. That is a big XP lead.
Yeah, it looks like
early.
Bunker's recognizing that and now trying to get a little bit of a soak.
Yeah. And they still have both of their objects, so... Oh no. There goes Tex.
Zul'jin getting locked up by that stun.
Low. Yeah. Yeah, this May has been very good about her combos with the WE.
Although
And then the
Walvala
follow-up
getting
is
some
the
good
end.
damage out and will secure the kill on the Murden. And right away, we've seen now about almost halfway through level 9 for the side of FC Hong Kong, and so a little bit different than we saw in game number 1, with Bunker Funtime being a little bit more in control, at least when it comes to the objectives.
Yeah, they had they were way behind the kills as well, not this far behind on the previous map.
Tens
Well,
are
of course
online. We do
Yep.
have Light Bomb, Black Hole, Rain of Vengeance, Bunker Drop, and looks like May is holding. And then it's going to be Snowball.
Yep. This is interesting. Deathwing went Firestorm at 7.
The cooldown reduction, yeah.
Yep. Not one you see terribly often. Not a bad talent.
Yeah, I mean, there's no channels here, so
Yeah,
if this was like Curse Hollow, you know,
right.
Towers of Doom,
Yeah,
stuff like that.
But the other reason a lot of Deathwings do take that is, oh no, Zul'jin! Oh dear. And the turret. Get the turret. Nope, they got it. Oh dear.
So, adding
Yep.
insult to injury, not only do you die to the first Triglav Protector, which is obviously is a little more empowered, you also lose one of your toys.
Yeah. That's a little rough. Oh, Zed did get his avatar off.
May did go Slush Ball.
Red team has destroyed the fort.
So Deathwing is doing what he can bottom while they push top, but Deathwing Siege is kind of between meh and non-existent.
We do have Bunker Funtime trying to get that Siege Cam, and they do also have Tens online. We did have Avatar, Taztingo, Riptire, Resurrect, and Burn
interesting.
Beneath My Shadow.
Also interesting. Normally you see them go Fear, and
Yeah.
Fear might have saved him in that little scuffle down in the bottom lane.
We
So
do
it looks like
see-
we're going to trade Fort for Fort,
Yeah, we do see that exchange here.
and I think currently Bunker Funtime wins that exchange
Ooh,
because the next one is top. Oh, Deathwing.
yeah.
Oh, you're a dead wing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Red team has destroyed the fort.
And yet again, no Alex Strossa mount drop.
No,
Never. I think I gave up on.
I don't think it.
I don't think. I
yeah,
think I
it's-
gave up
it's-
on doing that.
I think I saw it once when it was current content
Yeah.
originally, like back in the first Cataclysm, not the classic,
Yeah.
and I've never seen it since.
Yeah. And even nowadays, when you can literally just walk through the raid, that raid's just so miserable.
Oh, I mean, just the spine of death.
Yeah.
It sucked when it was current content. It sucked when it's. Oh my goodness, this is a big fight here.
Do they see them invite more of
Is Murder gonna
the
live? Nope.
fortification camp?
There's the bunker.
Will the resurrect go out? Mexicario's trying to get in there. I don't think you want to resurrect a Murden into a
No.
black hole, but
No. No, we do get Taztingo off that time.
Tazango's still rather low. The Blaze does land the stun, and will be able to confirm the kill on the Zul'jin, but uh-oh.
Oh,
And that's exactly what you don't want to happen.
no. Although he's still alive. Oh,
Wow.
Taz has to go invisible. Okay.
Zul'jin
So
actually probably
maybe-
could have killed that Taz if he would have focused.
Well, it was invisible, so auto text would hit it. But goodness gracious. So that was
Is almost ready.
a level 13 fight they went into, and they got the turret,
Above.
but they are not going to have heroics. I guess Light Bomb is still up. And that's about it. Oh. Big stun. Oh, front text. Oh, the conveyor belt saved his life.
And Lazy Titan, yes, this is the new season start. We're in season 20. Technically, already 4 weeks into it. If you're bunker find time, you want to get some sort of value here before the level 16.
And of course, the objective is completely irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. Oh, Tex, you might be in trouble again.
The root and the stun and Tastingo is being used, but now Tastingo trying to use that to get some value, actually able to walk away the pull on the Vala. Stun and black hole.
Yep.
Do come out. Murden is safe for the time being, but it looks like Deathwing now is in the not great situation. Actually able to put some pressure into the Vala. Surprisingly, no one died.
And surprisingly, Light Bomb was still not used.
Has it not been used yet?
It was used early, but I haven't seen it in the last 2 fights. Oh. Okay, Red is going to take this.
Yeah, but they have 16s.
About it.
Yeah, and if you're Deathwing, you also don't want to be in that spot right there.
Out there. Nope. And he doesn't have fear, so he can't really self-heal.
It's one of the weaknesses of Deathwing. If you're 4v1, you can't do much to help yourself.
Yep.
With 16s on lines, we did see the double pull. Percent damage, not surprising. Thermal lance from the Tassadar.
And Manticore from the Vala. That's going to be very, very painful for Deathwing to walk into.
Between those two, yeah. Bunker.
I believe...
Yeah.
Okay, Blaze did not take the CBR on the stun.
That's force out Bunker.
Yeah.
It looks like they should be able to get away. Vala might be in trouble though.
No, big heal for Mandoin. And it looks like the Protector is going to go over to the side of FC Hong Kong.
Oh, wait, they completely left it. May's trying to join the fight. Oh, good interrupt on the snowball.
Yep. That was very well timed by the Oriole there.
16's just being picked up. Black hole used. But given the circumstance, not a horrible outcome in this sequence for Bunker Fight Time. Although the Driggle off, the second one does go in favor of FC Hong Kong.
Yeah, and this will be all forts down. Pretty much guaranteed. They can't save the fort.
Red team has destroyed the fort.
Testing going a little bit of a isolated situation.
Kind of surprised with the Protectors going over to FC Hong Kong so frequently that we don't see more Zul'jin stacks yet. There he goes. Now he's trying.
Can't really stack when you're dead, right?
Well, that and he's getting blinded by the May consistently. She's doing a very good job of watching him and keeping. Oh dear. Oh dear.
And that's the resurrect is coming out, but again, takes immediate damage and already to below half health. Now we'll see.
Well, I mean, being below half health isn't bad if you're a Zul'jin, but
well, having 0 health is bad when you don't have testing go. We're trying to see the counter engage from Bunker, realizing they have to do something. They are 2 full levels now behind FC Hong Kong.
yeah. And once they get 20s on the point of FC Hong Kong and Vala gets a Farflight Quiver, it's just such a broken talent.
Oh,
Tex.
no.
Oh no!
Light bomb
Light
and
bomb.
the snowball.
Beautiful combo. Beautiful combo there.
Normally, I'm not a big fan of snowball, but I think this time around, FC Hong Kong has made some pretty good value out of it, at least there for sure.
Oh yeah. That was nicely coordinated. All
20s
right,
are
so-
online.
Yep.
Far 5
And
quiver.
we're still dead, so they're just going to go take all the camps, which makes sense.
do have Censure, Force Barrier, the big one, Fortified Quiver, and Fortified Bunker. May didn't go with the upgraded Snowball, which I think would have been decent here, especially with the Zul'jin.
Yeah, the upgraded snowball would have been good, but the increased area for Q is nice because then she can sometimes catch more than one hero in it.
Yeah.
But it'll make it easier to keep the Zul'jin blinded even more. As if the poor thing didn't have enough to deal with at the moment. The healing beacon is dropped.
Jump right using Riptire, and it looks like it
gets exploded.
Yeah, exploded before it even does any damage to the members of FC Hong Kong. We do have one catapult in mid.
Yep.
Bunker Fire Time trying to close that level 20 gap, and fortunately they still have some time. Maybe if they think about it, a minute and a half. Never mind. My time was way off. Of course, I'm gonna say a minute and a half, and it's gonna instantly happen. So it was about 30 seconds.
So one of the issues is Deathwing is clearing the waves a little too fast. So it's really hard to safe soak your way to 20 when your waves are on the enemy side of the map.
We do have FC Hong Kong looking like they're trying to put some pressure mid. I think they very much can secure this. Not much Bunker can do.
Yeah.
Any death here could potentially be disastrous for the side of Bunker Fun Time.
Yep. Boy, that Vala's just chunking that Deathwing.
But Vala also gets a little bit chunked themselves. I think one of the biggest challenges this match so far has been that there's very little pressure that they could put on that Vala, and Vala is just pretty much just free casting at this point, as well as the Tacitor.
The Tacitor surprisingly actually does have more hero damage than the Vala at this point. Vala's at 184 stacks. The stacking has slowed down for the Tacitor, but with the other talents, the 8% maximum damage is just really tough to deal with.
We did see them start that bottom objective, get it up to about 35% or so. But they move over to get the turret.
I think the other big issue right now is with all of the blinds, the attack speed slow from Blaze, Oriole's just not getting the energy she needs in some of these team fights.
And we do have only 20s online for Bunker Fine Time upgraded Tastinga. We do also have the Cannonball Shield of Hope stood in the fire, and this is it. This is the fight you want to have. Although even with that, there's still quite a bit of structures for FC Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Did you see the Vala getting focused?
You're not going to catch Vala.
No.
She's got the move speed.
Oh, and a big light bomb combo. Tastingo does come out, and oh wow, that's a lot of major snowball catches. 3 members. Tastingo was able to use. Zul'jin goes down. Ariel trying to keep up the rest of the team.
But see, she has no energy.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a battery once with.
Oh,
so
that
it's
range.
Really tough for her to. Yeah.
Deathwing did run away to the mid lane in the time being.
Yep.
Although Zul'jin only want to go down, unfortunately. That's where, again, I think the Crystal Ages, again, I feel like just the Resurrection has gotten very little value.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with the combos that they're hitting. If you can prevent that snowball from hitting, you pretty much prevent the death completely. Oh, but we're in. We're in the desperation mode. Oh. Murden taking a ton of damage.
I mean,
Oh,
this is
but
a
that's the
20-minute. Yeah, this is a 20-minute trickle
Yeah.
off. And that's going to
Yeah.
do quick work on that core. Bunker Fine Time is going to try to defend it. That Vala putting pressure on the Zul'jin has to step back, and with that, it looks like game number 2 will be going to the side of FC Hong Kong. GG.
So we have a series, folks. All right.
And now we'll say a bit of a turnaround, a pretty big turnaround. It was 16-0 in favor of FC Hong Kong, and Zul'jin unfortunately being about half of those, and followed by Murd. And yeah, Zul'jin had a really rough matchup. What do you think was a big problem as far as why Zul'jin wasn't able to get online practically most of the match?
So, and Zul'jin only had a 26 stacks on his axe. He wasn't able to stack on the protector for some reason. Yes. But I think the biggest problem is he went almost full AA build, and May went almost full Q build, and Q build beats AA build. She was really good about saving all of her Qs for the Zul'jin. Plus, they had the nanomachine coating from Blaze, and he was supposed to have been the battery. So that just pretty much, because I mean, Oriole had about half the healing of the Anduin, even though she only died one time. I think just putting all of your eggs to the AA basket into a May Blaze is rough, because not only will you be always blinded and attack speed slowed, you can't get at the Vala, the Tassadar, the Anduin.
Yeah, looking at the damage, Junkrat was able to do a bit of damage there, followed by the Tassadar Vala. Definitely didn't do bad, but yeah, Zul'jin just was never be able to be online, and very much, almost like not a hero. As far as the talents, actually, I want to see the healing. Healing, the Animid pretty much doubled the RO. But part of that has to do that didn't have damage. We couldn't really fight. They were down most of the fight, right? So you can't really heal if there's no damage going out because you are not fighting. So that's part of it.
Well, and she did have the crown on Zul'jin a lot, and I think she should have been moving it a little bit more than she did for it to be 100% effective. But yeah, it was just, an unfortunate thing. The early pick, Zul'jin, just got completely countered by the May and Blaze. So. It looks like map number 3 is up, and this should be a good one.
Yes.
Both teams are showing their stuff.
Looks like we're going to be going over to Infernal Shrines.
I like this map.
It is the most picked map in all of NGS in all divisions. It's kind of like the default map.
Yep.
It would have been more surprising if you said, I like Hanamara, or I like Sky Temple.
I mean, Hanamara doesn't exist in NGS at the moment, so kind of hard to like that one.
Sky Temple does, though.
I actually don't mind Sky Temple. The reason why I think a lot of teams don't play it is, one, there is no defined strategy for that map. Like BOE, you know where you need to be, when you need to be there, and you just execute the strategy. Alterac Pass, kind of the same thing. But with Sky Temple, you could do a full push comp and somewhat ignore the objective. You could do Juice Pirates and completely ignore the objective. You could build a fight comp and just play for the objective and the boss. So there's just so many different ways that map can be played. You really have to know which comp style counters which comp style, as opposed to which hero counters which hero, which is a lot more effort if you're scouting and strat planning. The other thing about Sky Temple that I love but is also very hateful is that's one of the few maps where I would say every single hero in the game is viable. Vikings, totally viable. Abathur, probably his best map. Cho'Gall, yeah, it's weird, but you can do it. As long as you have something good to roam. Illidan, yeah, he's actually really strong on this map. Abby had his Samuro. Oh, please, hell no, I don't want any more of that crap. So, I think that's one of the reasons why Sky Temple isn't played more, is just because it is probably one of the more complex maps when it comes to planning and scouting.
Yeah. Thank you for letting me know about the sound level. I think I have Discord overly attuned in sound, so I guess we're sounding kind of boomy and when we're in this scene, so I had to switch the volume level. Not having to do with me, it was with my settings. All right.
I shall be boomier.
No, it definitely is. I just saw that it had like an extra source of audio output that was for some reason there, which it shouldn't be.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoops.
No, it's obviously on my end, but with that, yeah, we're looking forward to Infernal Shrines. It is let me see what it is this season. I'm looking at the stats when it comes to the map. Let's look at BGs. Let's look at Division C. Towers of Doom actually is the most played in Division C this season thus far, at 8 games. We do have Battlefield of Eternity being followed up by 7. I did set up my stats of the storm, but and actually Infernal Shrines in the middle with 4 maps or 4 matches, so it's in the middle.
Are we ready? They are starting to do.
Yeah. Caster's ready.
But yeah, so Infernal Shrines, not as popular in Dipsy for some reason. What do you think we're going to see here? So far, it seems like FC Hong Kong's specialty is fight, and this is a good map for fight. What do you think we can see from Bunker Funtime to counter that?
Well, on this map, obviously, you really like heroes who are able to fight and also do the objective at the same time. So, AoE abilities are always great. Heroes like Sonya, obviously Hogger. You have heroes that can do a lot of area damage. Kel'Thas, Jaina, all the mages who have that. Except Ming. Ming's probably the only one you don't want on this map.
Tassadar is strong, Blaze is strong, and we know that FC Hong Kong does play both of those. Will we see a Volaban? Nope, sticking with Stukov. Fair enough, Stukov is a menace on this map.
I imagine we'll probably see Artana's ban, right? Artana's is good on this map.
Yeah, we're totally gonna ban Artana's. I fully expect we'll see Amayev, yep. Amayev is very good on this map.
Yes. That's a little walls and such where you can do a lot of.
Well, and it's a small area where if they don't have artillery mages, if they have like the Zul'jins and things again, just go in and canonize definitely.
Simply Till says they are expecting a 4-man Hogger from Chicken Meow. We do see the Johanna ban again. I guess you can make the case for the Hogger. We do see the Vala, right? So.
Yep. So what do we get first here? Please not the Zul'jin.
This is how you get levers when no one chooses.
I know, right? I don't even know what Lever's Key looks like.
I've heard of it. We do have Anduin being first, a pretty good safe pick. One of the meta healers.
Well, it takes it away from Helix, which is fair enough. She was playing a pretty decent Anduin. It takes away that combo.
That light bomb combo with the blaze stun, with the snowball. They got quite a...
With the Rain of Vengeance, with the Tahaka, good. Strong here on this map.
And we see again, teams have been rotating the tanks. Murden, it's like who gets Murden this time.
Well, it seems like whoever gets May wins, so let's see if Zek goes for May.
May's actually not horrible here, right? Because you know that it's small spaces. They have to be on point, and so... And there's the May. So let's see if May's the secret X Factor, right? The X Factor. We do have Ray.
Yep.
Pretty safe pick. Jimmy Rayner.
Safe pick. I'm just interested to see if he goes Exterminator and just pushes lane and ignores the objective. Is he kind of like a Zarya with more self-healing?
Pretty like Storm League, you mean?
Oh gosh. Jimmy Laner is online. Felix is a very good man on this map. Especially since he can punish the Martin pretty hard.
I do like the Haka pick here, especially if we're able to get value, obviously, taking advantage of the global. I'm always surprised when people pick, globals and then don't use the global. So.
Oh, yeah.
And the Brightwing. Makes sense.
Another good global ban. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, Brightwing could be a menace as far as the Mei trying to go in there and engage. Potentially, if there's any other heroes, like, Zeratol, Genji.
They could go Zeratol to Genji. I'm not as much of a fan of a Genji with a Raynor, though, because then you don't really have... I mean, I guess Mei kind of makes up for the objective there. Hanzo, probably the scatter build again.
Yeah. Scatter build, it's pretty good on the objective. We do have the Oreo now, so was Oreo in the first match? I believe so.
I think Lucio, not Oreo.
Oh, that's right.
And I forget what Cello played. Kel'Thas, solid pick.
And a Deathwing again. Interesting. Though Kel'Thas is not bad. Definitely one of the mages that, do a little bit of work on the objective.
Well, the Kel'Thas is also fun with the Muradin because you can always hope that he carries the leaf bomb to his friends when he tries to leave.
Sharing is caring, right?
The one and only time I got in one of those, WTF video compilations they used to have for Heroes of the Storm, the one and only time I got into it, it wasn't me. I was, Greymane. I like that. I was on the opposite team, but the enemy the enemy Muradin actually managed to spread Living Bomb to 4 out of the 5 of his teammates, and all 4 of them died.
All right, and with that, we'll take a short little break, and we'll see you in game number 3.
Do you like your Greymane pick here? Curse of Bullet is going to be a big problem for that, definitely. Alright, so what do you think of these,
Are you serious? That high five was just OP!
And we're back. So I think there's a little bit of lag going on there, but everything should be fine.
Okay.
I was a little scared. I thought I DC'd, but we're here. That's all that matters. I'll start with the introduction for our game number 3 in our 1-1 series against Bunker Find Time. On the side of Bunker Find Time, we do have Zednim on the Mei, Cello on the Anduin, Bree on Deathwing, Grizzly on the Rainer, and Tex on the Kel'Thas. And on the side of FC Hong Kong,
on the red team, we have Oriole being played by Helix the Cat, Hanzo being played by Chicken Meow, Special Try on the Greymane, Beams on the Muradin, and Splendid Daddy playing the Dihaka.
Taking a look at the level 1s, we do see May going with more of the W build.
May also getting tongued there and almost dragged to her doom.
Raynor did go ace in the hole. Interesting.
I mean, the May does provide a lot of slows, fruits, as does the Anduin.
Thank you, Ultralux.
Oh, Grizzly. Run, my friend.
Thank you, Ultralux. Welcome those of you who joined from the raid. This is our game number 3 of Division C. Both teams are tied 1-1. We get a little bit of action in the bot lane. And a 1-for-1 exchange for that camp. Actually, 2-for-1. As I was mentioning, Season 20 of NGS Division C. We did have Bunker Fun Time win game number 1. Game number 2 being won by FC Hong Kong to tie the series. And now we're in our game 3 to decide who is the winner of this particular matchup. We did have...
And right now, FC Hong Kong is taking all kinds of map control with these camps. Oh, purple arrow. Yeah.
We did have the Hanzo W build.
Yep. Which does mean that he can't solo the camps.
I do agree. Greymane into a Deathwing NMA can be rough, but if you're smart about it, right? Stun on the Raynor.
Not quite enough. Ooh, Lick misses.
We do have the Hawk going up.
Yep.
I mean, this is where I would like to see the Dahaka go bot, right?
Yeah, and then just dig in when it's necessary. But right now we have the Hanzo bot.
Yeah.
The only thing is, Red is taking yet another camp. This will be camp number 4 for the Red team, which is a decent amount of map pressure.
Oh, luck
no.
on the Anduin and gets instantly deleted by the combo with Hanzo. That's very good on the side.
A great Hanzo map. There's just so many little choke points and walls and things for it to work off of.
We do have the first objective on the top.
Yeah. Don't know if they really want to contest this. Oh, Kel'Thas. Walked into a bad place. Oh, there's a living bomb getting spread nicely.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
wow. Oh, again.
That's what I was saying about it.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying about a Muradin is if you hit him with that as he's getting ready to E.
Yeah. I mean, I play Muradin quite a bit, and it's one of those where your team has to just recognize that you have to just walk away.
Yep. We used to call them fire cuddles.
And the gravity lapse on the Greymane.
Oh, that was really good damage on Greymane.
We do see. It looks
So,
like they're giving up. Yeah, they're giving up the objective. At least Red Team
I
is.
think that's the first objective. They're still more than half a level down, though, so they do have to be a little more conscientious about getting soaked. Yes, right now the Dahaka is just running wild, double soaked both lanes, which is what Dahakas do. So even though they lost the Punisher, and they did kind of win the team fight, sort of.
Yeah, Greymane's going cocktail build.
Which makes sense into
Yeah.
Deathwing burden. And yeah, they're stealing yet another camp. Deathwing. Let them do this? You gonna let them do this? The only problem is Deathwing really can't take camps very well on his own. So Dahaka's like, fine, I'll go take the bottom camp.
The Hawker did go. Yeah, feeding Rosine.
Dahaka, Dahaka
Yeah.
just go to camp talent.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yep. Yeah, the thing is that we have so much work playing catch up in the bot lane that now Greymane is just sieging for free, and Greymane does a lot of siege damage.
Yeah, we'll be getting those. Bunker was trying to set up a gank in the bush, but gets a lick instead. Kelva's still in trouble. The Hawkeye's still sharking.
Rainer saying, "Go away."
But the
Not our friends.
fire cuddles dissuade FC Hong
Yep.
Kong from pursuing them further. We did have finally Deathwing respond to the top. Greymane was able to get one of the towers.
Don't be there. Okay. Where was May this whole time? Nah. See, unfortunately, Deathwing just can't keep up with the soak that Dahaka can put out, so... Oh! That was a very close to being dead kill boss.
Not only the soak, but just the soak and being able to, you know, dick to
Clear.
different parts of the map, yeah. Although, Deathwing can do that, but a lot slower.
Yeah.
Ooh. So you can see they're trying to work on that gravity lapse, followed with the May Blizzard combo.
Yep.
And I guess that's where the ace in the hole value comes in. We do have level 10s for both teams. We did see Cristo Aegis, Dragon's Arrow, Cursed Bullet, Haymaker in isolation for Bunker Fun Time. They do have Snowball, Pyroblast, interestingly, Hyperion, Light Bomb, as well as Burned Beneath My Shadow. So again, we don't see the fear.
Yeah. I don't know. Pyro's an interesting choice because not only do you have Crystal Aegis, you've got Dahaka, who doesn't care, Murden, who mildly cares. I don't think the stealth on Greymane breaks it.
No.
I don't think. Okay, so we have a 4v4 setting up on the shrine. Oh,
Murden tries to get the... Yeah. Right away, 18 of the Shrine Monkeys. Now it's 22. Deathwing does land.
Yep.
Hawker digging in from the back.
We do have James Raynor throwing spaceships at people.
Hawker does get a good land on me.
Yep.
And the Haymaker on the Kalphos to the backline, trying to get away. Looks for the time being. Oh, Tongue just misses.
Yep.
But a 37-30 advantage, and it looks like this one will be going to the side of AFC Hong Kong. But we do have a camp up here that will get a little bit of value. Dahaka is waddling it up there to try to deal with it.
I think Dahaka will clear. The Shaman itself doesn't have much health, so yeah.
The one nice thing about having Deathwing on Infernal Shrines is that unstoppable, right?
Right. Unstoppable, not unhittable. He's taking a lot of damage from that Punisher, which probably could have avoided.
Oh, nice pull.
We also had the disengage from the Maze Snowball. Yeah, Tex keeps stepping up on the Kalphos, trying to get living bombs on there, and
I think that we're fortunate that there's no living bomb stacks, right?
Right. And once again, Red Team just takes all of the camps.
Something they've been really good at is getting those camps, painting the map red. We do have Deathwing at the top lane, trying to get some of that soak and pressure top. It looks like might be able to secure top, potentially very slowly.
Yeah.
But now, might be in trouble. We do see red team rotating up.
So that's just a Haka.
Yeah.
Bleh.
They were moving up there. I think they kind of got slowed by Bunker.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is Deathwing did take Infernus. That's another port. Oh, they did get that top port down finally.
Yeah.
But they might lose mid. And bottom is still getting pushed. Yep. There's Kel'Thas up in the front line again.
We did see pull there from the Anduin. Daka did dig. Move to mid.
But they have to clear bottom, so they're not going to step out to mid. They're just waiting for them to step back.
Would you see the
There
stun?
goes May.
Light bomb follow up, and the Murder in a bad spot does get Crystal Aegis, but will be going down. The silence on the May slows down the pursuit, but we have Kel'Thas trying to get the Gravity Lapse does land, and the Pyro Blast was going to be targeting the Ariel, but went down anyways.
Yeah, but they still haven't cleared this bottom camp, which is
It should be okay. It'll be fine.
fine-ish.
Depends on the pathing of your minions.
Yep.
I do like that they're taking structures, and that's the one thing you should do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Pyro
I
Blast.
agree.
I think Hanzo...
Might be dead?
Yeah. I guess there's that Pyro Blast value. We do see Raynor now going to be able to clean up that. Nice tongue on the May.
Yep. There was a good follow-up with a Stormbolt, too, so she had time to even back out.
Yeah, that...
Right as the stride's coming up. Ooh.
Being able to get that lick on an already stunned or rooted target almost 90% of the time may guarantee a kill.
Red team is looking for the invade. I'll think if they're in time.
This might be rough with a Deathwing on point. I mean, especially, that's the thing, if they had fear, then they would really couldn't do that.
You can't do it. But without the fear, it's kind of whatever. And once again, Red gets set up on the point first.
We do have both teams at 16 now fighting for the mid objective.
Yep. So blue team moves in. Oh. Double boop on the Dahaka to keep him from licking anyone. And a snowball. They just don't want Dahaka to have any fun.
And a lot of members going down.
Yep.
Deathwing. Yep. May trying to get away, throws a blind out, but goes down, and it looks like the second objective, or is not the third, right? Never mind. Third Punisher now. Yeah. It is an arcane Punisher, so it won't hurt as much as a Frozen.
Yeah, but with 4 of your teammates dead.
Although 4 members down, but 10 of them, 10 seconds or so for all of them.
Yeah. I don't think they'll get core, but they'll definitely get the scoop. Yeah, I think Deathwing without the fear is kind of difficult.
Kel'Thas trying to do a little bit of pursuit, but you gotta be careful because they can turn on you.
Yeah.
If you were Illidan, maybe, but I don't think Kel'Thas can be chasing people down like that.
Yeah. Okay, so hey, look, all the camps are red again.
Level 20 is just around the corner for Bunker Fun Time, and again, in a very similar situation as Game 2, where Bunker Fun Time now has to try... Well, it's... Yeah, they can't get any fight.
No.
They just have to kind of bunker and just wait for 20.
We do see the Hunter's Blunderbuss for the Grey Main. I wouldn't have minded seeing the Cursed Bullet upgrade, but I think Blunderbuss is also good.
Yeah. We do see the engage, but the Murdigan caught out. Uses reset to jump out. Power Blast, not probably the best target on the Murden.
Nope.
But you're not going to fight for another, 2 minutes anyway, so
Why not?
why not? We also we see Shield of Hope, Bullseye, Rewind, as we just saw, and we saw Contagion. So if you're Bunker Fight Time, you don't want to group up.
Yep.
Very good tongue.
There's the big leg. They didn't have follow-up that time, but they were split. They had some people on the Kel'Thas and some people... Oh, that was a good pull. Good Shield of Hope.
This is where if Ario had fly, you'd fly in and whip the enemy team into you like a gust.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you would totally do.
No.
There's still
I know someone who would. I know someone who would do that though.
Blake, hi.
No, that would be Olgol.
Oh.
Because he already has tried to do that.
Yes, I can see that too. Can't trust these Beneath players. Silly things.
But again, this is kind of like a. Besides Greymane, they don't have much siege, so they can't. They kind of have to just try to see if they can get a pick or something. But fortunately for Bunker, that's buying them time a little bit. And fortunately, the next objective is top, although top forward will be going down rather quickly now.
Yeah, I was going to say they can't save top. And there's a double shaman camp going top as well, so they really can't run up to the objective because they will lose a lot of buildings that way as well.
And they can't really go so, because once FC Hong Kong sees that, they're just going to
run in siege or yeah. Oh, Cursed Bullet missed, which is good for Deathwing.
Bunker Fight Time about just under a half level to 20, but it might be a little too late. They can try to look for a kill. That can slow down the top push.
If they can get kills. See, now this is where you want your Deathwing to go fly in.
Yep.
But, oh, here. Okay. Yeah.
There's the fly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no. Whoa, that was interesting mechanic. The Haka licked May and then also got whipped by the Oriole. And just bounced ping pong back and forth.
Yep. I think if I were the red team, I would just run at the floor at
this
point.
Uh-oh, Deathwing.
Although they do have 20s now.
Yep. Oh, that Muradin jumps in. Don't think they have reset. Oh, but they're able just to
rewind, yeah.
Walk away for the time being. We do have some pressure mid with 3 catapults. Rainer goes to respond to that, but with May still out for 20 seconds, it looks like we're going to be seeing the last defense for Bunker.
This is going to be a rough defense. May's up at 2. You gotta be hitting the
core.
Dude, though.
Yeah. Some of the damage is now going onto the core. Punisher is about 50% health, though. The Deathwing just gets away for the time being. Snowball trying to provide some peel for the time being.
I don't think it's enough. The core is going down fast now.
It's about 20% of the Greymane goes in, and a few members do go down, but on the side of Bunker Fight Time with that, game number 3 in the series win for FC Hong Kong.
Yep, very well played by FC Hong Kong. I think they executed their comp perfectly. They did that in both of the last two matches. They knew what their comp was about. They knew how to chain the CC. They knew how to play off the lick from Dahaka, and I think that's what made the difference there. Sure, Deathwing did get more siege damage than the Dahaka, but I think the Dahaka had more impact overall in terms of setting up those kills.
Great. I'm gonna see if we can get one of the members of FC Hong Kong for an interview. But real quickly, looking at the damage output, Kelthos was able to put out some damage, but so did Hanzo and Greymane. We did see a 14-4 advantage for FC Hong Kong. Looking at some of the talents.
Yeah, not seeing anything too odd there that we haven't mentioned already. I mean, everything is pretty straightforward.
Okay. Let's see if we get into one of the lobbies to have one of the members of FC Hong Kong join us. I'm gonna be moving up.
Oh, but I will follow you.
Where's my Discord? I have so many tabs open. Let's see. God. This is when like I need a fifth screen. There you go, lobby 2. Alright, hello.
Hey, how's it going?
One second, I'm waiting for my co-caster. There's Hoku. And so we're joined by Chicken Meow from FC Hong Kong. And so congratulations on your 2-1 victory. How's the team feeling?
Feels good. Feels good. It was a great series. Super fun to play.
Yeah. Going from that game 1, obviously didn't go as well as planned, right? As far as favorable outcomes for yourself. Going into this particular match, we see that in game 1, game 2, and game 3, there was a lot of interchanging of heroes. Obviously, that was probably, a little bit of scouting and like we were just going to take turns, right? Or did you agree beforehand? We're just going to take turns playing heroes.
No, there was no gentleman's agreement beforehand. I think that all just came from scouting.
Of course. And so, after that game number 1, how was your team being able to kind of keep that composure and that focus? Obviously, it's not always easy. Losing the first game, you kind of feel like you're on the edge, right? As far as you're back against the wall. And so, what was your team's kind of approach to that game number 2?
Yeah, it was just to, focus up and get serious and treat the first game like a warm-up. Just move the engine into the next gear in the gearbox and focus up and try to win. So I think that the draft went better for us in game 2. I think we did a better job playing the map, picking heroes who were strong on the map, and we got a lot of kills with the Trade-Lock Protector. It's pretty insane, actually, how much they were just walking under the minigun. So yeah, I think as soon as we hit like level 10 in game number 2, we knew we had a solid chance of winning the series if we just kept that up, and it worked out.
Yeah, and that was a complete kind of flip of what we saw in game number 1, where actually not as far as the flip, but the outcome. You were very much kind of ahead in kills as well in game number 1 in BOE, but just weren't quite able to secure objectives. Obviously, for game number 2, that was a little bit different. You're able to get the objectives, actually be able to get kills, and so very much you got a pretty overwhelming lead, and were able to kind of ride that out and secure the victory for game number 2. Moving on to game number 3, obviously going into Infernal Shrines. Everybody's favorite map, I think historically speaking, has always been the kind of standard map all teams play on NGS. Again, we see kind of some role swapping and stuff. This time, Bunker got Mei. This time, you got some other heroes. You got Murden and such. And so, were you surprised by any of the kind of picks from the side of Bunker, or as far as what you were able to kind of get going for your own team for game number 3?
Yeah, I think without giving too much intel about exactly the strategy we wanted to play and and all that. I think we had something in mind, and as soon as the Deathwing gets locked in, it kind of nullifies what we're thinking. We're thinking we have to shift back. We have to shift back into something that can stand a chance against Deathwing, because he's one of those heroes who kind of, he can nullify entire strategies just by putting that flame breath down. I mean, it's oppressive. You can't CC chain him. I mean, he's a tough one.
Yeah, and so with that, obviously, you were able to take advantage. I believe you won every single of the Punishers, and obviously able to get into a situation where you're kind of just pushing lanes. You did a really good job of taking practically every single camp, I think, in game number 3. But now let's get into the other side, right? Game 1, right? You kind of lost, and you kind of, you didn't have any keeps and forts, and you kind of had to kind of go out there and maybe even throw Hail Marys. How do you deal with the opposite situation where in game 2, number 3, you're just, sitting around kind of waiting for about 2-3 minutes? What was your kind of team thinking in those situations?
Yeah, it's just all about the patience and the discipline. Like we've practiced this so many times. You know at that point, like not to make risky, desperate plays just because you're bored.
Yeah, your APM is going to go down, right?
Yeah. You got a 2-level advantage, and you can't throw it away. You can't take a risky play. You can't be diving keeps, especially when we'd already lost game 1 of the series. So there's really no margin for error at that point because it's only a 3-game series.
Right. Oku, did you have any questions?
Not so much questions, but I do want to shout out Splendid Daddy's Dahaka in Game 3. I think some of those tonks that they were hitting were just absolutely spot on. And, you would start with a solid kill, and the fight would just snowball from there. So I think they did a fantastic job with their positioning and with their timing on their digs to come in and just set your team up to win just about every single team fight on that map number 3. So well done to them. And I did really like the May combos from Beebs in game 2 on Volskaya there. I think the way that they played the May really just shut down the Zul'jin completely, between going Q talents and just not missing the WE combos. I think Zul'jin, Zul'jin and some of the other members of BFT did get killed by the Triglaw Protector, but I think May did a fantastic job in game 2 to shut down exactly what it was that BFT was doing. So I do think that there was definitely some standout play from a couple of your players. Not that anyone on your team played bad. I think you were all very good, but those were some of the things that really stood out to me as this made it much easier for you to play your game, having those 2 people and those 2 heroes doing that well.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah.
I think the game number 2, their Zul'jin had a very rough time, and so very good job on your team's part, kind of recognizing, Zul'jin was not able to kind of get stacked and get going, and so very effective strategy then. But besides that, any other comments or questions, Hoku?
No, everything else, it looked pretty standard. I do have one question that you can ask Beebs. Why Haymaker?
Haymaker is the playmaker. I already know the answer.
Save maker.
Save make we call that the save maker, because 90% of the time it usually saves the other team. But but there was some plays.
I will quote him directly and say that Avatar is for men with commitment issues.
I'm not touching that one. Anyhow, but that's it for the comments that I had noted down throughout that series. So I'll turn it back over to you, Dark.
Great, and that's all I had as far as questions and so on. But for that, I'll leave it up for yourself. If you have any shout outs or anything you want to say to close our cast for this evening.
Absolutely, yeah. Shout out to the team, to Gio, Calyrex, Splenda, Memes, Helix, everybody. It's a great squad. Shout out to the coach, Infofox. And shout outs to Dark Knight and Hoku for casting us tonight. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. And again, congrats on your 2-1 victory, and then look forward to casting maybe potentially other matches in the future. And otherwise, good luck with the rest of your season.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. And so with that, we will be having the end of our cast. I don't think there's any other matches that are going on today, so I'll be passing you off to one of your other NGS peeps. I think they're casting one of their practice games or something, so you can watch them to end our cast. But otherwise, thank you very much. And so with that, this was Dark Knight. Hoku, anything else you want to say before we close off for today? Did you have fun?
Thanks. I had a lot of fun. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for putting up with my Artanis babble in game number 1. And shout out to the rest of Div C. Let's have a great season.
All right, but with that, thank you very much, and I'll be closing off my stream, passing you off to rock your worlds, and have a good evening, everybody, and I'll see you next time in the Nexus.
Thank you.